You may have seen this headline going around about how Mason Thames is the first actor to have 3 #1 films in the same year since Jim Carrey in 1994. And that is a really interesting headline, if it had any kind of validity and wasn't just pure clickbait, because everything about that is wrong. These posts started popping up yesterday when it was assumed that Regretting You was going to be #1 at the box office this past weekend, but that was just going off the estimates. But when the actual numbers came in, it was #2 behind Black Phone 2. So Mason Thames has still only had 2 #1s this year with How to Train Your Dragon and Black Phone 2. But even if this were true, or even if Regretting You becomes #1 this weekend, this claim that he would be the first actor since Jim Carrey in 1994 is far from the truth, because in 2013, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in G.I. Joe Retaliation, Fast and Furious 6, and Pain and Gain, all of which were #1 at the box office. And then there's also 2002, when Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson was in Changing Lanes, XXX, and Star Wars Episode 2. Though he wasn't a leading role in all of those films, but maybe you want to look at 2019, when Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson was in Glass, Captain Marvel, and Spider-Man Far From Home, all of which he was either the lead or co-lead. He was very prominent in the marketing and plot of the story. And that same year, he had cameos in Endgame and Rise of Skywalker. And if we want to count uncredited cameos, then in 2008 we have none other than Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson, who was in Jumper, Lakeview Terrace, and the post-credit scene of Iron Man, as well as Robert Downey Jr., who was in Tropic Thunder, Iron Man, and the cameo at the end of Incredible Hulk. Plus, you have 2021 when Zendaya was in Spider-Man No Way Home, Dune, and Space Jam: The New Legacy. So no, Mason Thames would not be the first actor since Jim Carrey to have 3 #1 films. This, like so many of these viral headlines, was probably someone who thought something was true or just made something up, and then it just kind of spread from there and people just took it as fact. So there's 2 takeaways here. 1, don't always believe these viral headlines because seldom are they fact-checked. And 2, don't disrespect Samuel L. motherfucking Jackson. By the way, if you are nerdy and are into like those statistics and stuff, you really should be watching Dan Murrell on YouTube, because he does a better job than like the Hollywood trades at reporting those sort of things. And he's the one who brought to my attention just how false this headline was. So if you care about box office analysis and stuff, definitely go check him out.